Hello and welcome to Orlit. In this video, I would explain mail configuration, message connectors, and message templates. The first thing I'll be explaining is mail configuration. And to set up your mail configuration, come here to message, and then you click on mail config. Mail configuration is where Orlit is connected to an email service to send emails to your customers. And then to create a new mail configuration, click on new mail here. Then you have your SMTP profile. SMTP profile are preset configuration of popular mail server. So once you click on this, you see a list of popular mail server. And if your mail server is not here, you can configure it manually. You just click on others, and then you can put in the name and you fill the form. But if your mail server is here, just click on it. Once you do that, you see that it has filled the mail host, the name, the inbound port, as well as the outbound port. So what you have to do is just fill the description and your mail address. Mail address here is the sender email address that customers will see when they receive emails from your store. So this is your email address. And then if you are configuring your SMTP by yourself, you need to be sure that your mail server enforces security. So once you are sure that your mail server enforces security, then you activate it secured. But if not, you just disable it. For enabled here, it means that once it is active, it means that Orlit can send message using this mail config. But if it is not active, it means that messages would not be sent using this mail config. For its default, this is the fallback configuration that Orlit uses if you do not have any configuration that is enabled. For example, you have five mail configs and none of them is enabled, but you have one that is the default. So Orlit will check first when it wants to send mail. Orlit checks first if you have any enabled mail configs, and if it couldn't find any enabled mail config, then it uses the default one. And then when we are done with this, we submit. To activate these buttons right here, all we have to do is refresh the page. And then we can do all this. Set password. This is where you put the credentials of your email address, which is your email address as the name, as well as your password. So this allows Orlit to send emails on your behalf. Also note that if your mail provider enforces two-factor authentication, then you need to check the documentation of your mail provider on how to generate your password. And then once you generate your password, then you will put it here. So it's not going to be the password to your mail address that will be here if your mail provider enforces 2FA. So once you are done putting your password, then you can save. And after that, then we test connection. Test connection is used to confirm that your mail configuration is working properly. So to test the connection, just click here and then you put the recipient's email address. And then you click on tests. Once your resident gets a mail, then it means that your mail configuration is working correctly. But if they do not get a mail, then you need to be sure of your mail config and then you test again. The next thing is request broadcasts. Broadcast allows you to send bulk messages to multiple users at the same time. And to use broadcast service on Orlit, you need to what you have to do is to request broadcast or to click on this button, and then you need to provide us with an authorization evidence. And what you need to show us is that your mail server is authenticated using SPF or DMARC. So you just provide us with a screenshot of this or a short video. And the reason why we need this is because broadcast could lead to spam and deliverability would drop if the failure rate is high. So to avoid this, we need to be sure that you have the right configuration set up before you can start using broadcasts. So what you just do is just provide us with a screenshot or a video, and once you upload it here, you click on requests and we will get the requests. And that is that for mail config. And when you are done with this, the next thing is message connectors. Message connector is an indicator of when message will be sent. So Orlit sends lots of messages at different point of view, and message connector is how you tell Orlit what message to send at a particular point. That when customer signs up, when there's a new order, when a customer forgot his or her password and all like that. So what message do you want to send at that particular point? That is what message connector does. For example, here you can see when a customer signs up, he gets a message. When there is a new order, the customer gets a new order message. When the order has been delivered as well, the customer gets a message as well. So this shows different points at which messages are sent on Orlit. And to create a new message connector, you click on new message connector, and then you pick your message points. This is the points at which the message will be sent. Is it when customer fill a form, or when customer submit a form and all? So this is at the point where the message will be sent. Messages are the messages to be sent. So click on the message report that will be sent, and then after this, you pick the form. So when you pick your messages as well as your message points, then you specify the form that is attached to the message. And once you do this, you can submit. And also be careful not to delete any message connector here, especially the ones that are shipped with. For example, if you delete new online order, it means that customers will not be able to receive message about it. So be careful not to delete any of the message connector, especially the ones that are shipped with Orlit. So once you are done with your message connectors, the next thing is message templates. Message template controls the actual content of the message that you want to send to your customers. And you can see here that we have two data sources. We have the ones that are shipped with Orlit, and also we have the data sources that is for fonts. And so once you click this drop down, you see all messages shipped with Orlit. They are the ones that you see here, and you can, for example, let me use customer order data source. You see all messages that are shipped with Orlit, and you can edit them, you can modify, and as well as design it to what you like. You can edit them as well as modify or redesign them to your taste. So you can edit it here in plain text here, or you can edit it in HTML formats depending on what you are comfortable with. Also for users data source as well, you'd see message that your customers would receive when they sign up. See, when they sign up, they get message. This is how the message looks like. You can also edit here. You can design to your taste. But when you are editing, be careful of this link here, because your customers need to follow through with this link to complete their sign up journey. You can also edit in HTML format or in plain text as you like it. And they receive a mail as well for forgot password as well. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to design a form and also explain all of these fields and what they do. In this video, I've been able to explain mail configuration, message connectors, as well as message templates. Thank you. Watch out for the next video on form design.